Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's stream. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. In fact, happy St. Patty's Day to those of you that observe and partake. And that being said, enjoy yourselves today, guys. Have a great time. Just be safe and be smart about things. And again, happy to welcome to another impromptu Quick Tech Solutions live stream. I have a couple of things I just want to share with you today. First, I want to say hello, and if you're here, guys, put your names, just say hello in the comments and let us know you're here, and we'll go over the comments periodically throughout the stream. I want to thank the winners of the Untwist Tool giveaway contest, William and Erin. Congratulations, and thanks to everybody who joined the contest to take a chance to win a free Untwist Tool. Erin and William, your packages went out. You should receive them in a couple of days. I'd love to hear what you think about the tool after you've had a chance to use it. So let's see if we have anybody here. Okay, we'll give everybody a chance to actually get into the stream and say hello. Okay, so hopefully we'll get some people here. I know it's impromptu and it is around midday Eastern Standard Time, especially on St. Patty's Day. I'm sure people are out there having a nice lunch. For me, it's a little early, so I'm just drinking some water to keep my thirst quenched. So let's see, what's new? Well, got a couple of things. First off, this office, this studio, it's a temporary studio. I've been talking about our move and where we are at this point. So we are in transition. Things are moving along. We just got a closing date for our construction to perm loan, which is going to be next week. So yay for us, things are moving in the right direction. Hopefully the builder could start breaking ground shortly thereafter. I know they're trying to get permits and everything for the house. So that's moving along. And in the meantime, I'm in this temporary space here. And it's actually a space that I've grown to like. It's a lot smaller than my original studio. I have things set up in just such a way that I'm getting very comfortable with them. I don't know how you like the backdrop. It's just something different, and it's pretty much what I have to work with here. So yeah. By the way, if you are here and you like these types of live streams, just go ahead and hit that like button. It would just help out and tell YouTube that you like the type of content that I'm putting out. So I really do appreciate that. Let me know how the audio is. Let me know how the video looks. And again, thank you for being here. I know it's impromptu, so if you can even stop in for a little bit to say hello, it would be greatly appreciated. Hey, Alan. Welcome to the stream. Say hello to everybody in CP for me. Conjoling Technologies is in the house. Hello, Joe. Welcome to the stream. How come you're not working, Joe? So, all right. So that's what's happening with the studio and the move. And hopefully, if we break ground in April sometime, we're hoping, fingers crossed, that we'll be in the new house sometime in the end of September and early October. So I will keep you guys posted as to what's going on there. Let's see. Conjoling Tech. Joe says audio and video looks crisp. Heck with the work. The cloud runs itself. And Alan says we do. Will do. I'm assuming he means will do. He's probably voice chatting on his way to in the truck while he's on his way to work. Alan's a good friend of mine. In fact, you've seen Alan on some of the videos. We've done some work a couple of times at Alan's house. We did a home networking video there. I recently did a Meris garage, Wi-Fi garage install there. And in a couple of weeks, we did another install there where we installed a Sonos sound bar and we retrofitted to a 15, 20-year-old plasma TV. So I recorded that process, and that video will be out in a few weeks. Alan, thanks, Alan. Alan loves the new studio. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. It's cozy. In the old studio, I had a lot of depth behind me, a lot of room. Here, I have probably about 4 feet between me and that door. So it's a lot cozier, and it's actually working well. Had a little issue with the audio when I first moved in here. It was very echoey. There was a lot of room reflection. In front of me, what you guys can't see, I have 2 moving blankets. I built frames and I hung them on the frames. I have one in front of me, one on the side. It's really doing a good job of absorbing the sound. In fact, Alan, they're your blankets. They're the ones you gave to me on loan. So it's really making a difference. So thank you again for that. Let's see. Again, if you're out there, say hello in the chat. I know Alan's here. I know Joe's here. Just say hello and happy St. Paddy's Day. Okay, so besides what's going on here in the office, got some nice things to share with you today. I'm going to go over some new gear that I got. I haven't opened any of it yet. Well, I did open one of them, but I'll share that with you. Talk about a couple of the projects I got going on. We just recently finished a 3,700 square foot retail space. And the nice thing about this job, it was an actual callback. We did work for this customer about 2 years ago in a 5,000 square foot retail space. So it was nice to get the call back. At least it means we did. I guess she appreciated the work we did for her 2 years ago. So like I said, we just finished up this 3,700 square foot space. We did all the wiring and networking. We didn't do the network config or the Wi-Fi. She did a big box router from an ISP, and they configured the network. It's just a flat network, no VLANs or anything like that. But we did everything behind that network, the switch, the NVR, the patch panel, the rack, all that stuff. Ran all the cabling for the network drops in the offices up front near the registers and all the security cams. So that was a fun job. We just finished that up. In fact, if you watched the live stream with myself and Joe Trelli 2 weeks ago on March 6th, we were talking about the punch down tool. In fact, I'm going to show you that today in a little bit. And we talked about I punctured my finger. Well, that was the job that the very last jack I was terminating, that's where the blade slipped off and I did puncture my finger. But we did that job. It turned out well. They'll be opening in, I think, about 2 weeks, give or take. So that was a fun gig. Next week, we're starting a residential home. It's under construction right now, so we're going in to do the pre-wiring for a whole home Ubiquiti Wi-Fi setup and security system. So that should be a lot of fun. That's primarily most of the work we do is residential. Every once in a while, we will get those retail gigs, but most of our work is on the residential side of things. We do have a church project that's about to get underway. I've been kind of working out the details with the pastor for the last couple of months. It's a nice job. It's a pro bono job, and that's all fine and good. I really do not mind helping out the church. What better cause, right? So we're going to be pulling a whole new network for them. There's going to be 3 network closets, 3 racks, a couple of quite a few access points because the campus is pretty big. We'll be doing all the hardwired drops as well in the offices and in the sanctuary and the meeting areas, all that stuff. The reason for the 3 network closets is because it's so spread out, and the length of some of the runs are just, getting way too close to the limits. So we took a little time in designing that, and we are using Ubiquiti products there as well, because it's just something that once it's configured and up and running, I just want to hand off to them and be able to have their tech committee manage it. It's not something I'm going to manage in the long run. So that's what we got going on. So pretty busy here besides the YouTube channel and the day-to-day work. We're keeping busy. So I figured we'd update you guys on that, and there you go. So let's see. Still looks like we have 5 viewers, but only 2 commenting to say hello. Don't be afraid to say hello. We're here. Okay, on to the new toys. Let me switch over to the top-down camera. So let me move the mic cable out of the way. So we're looking at the Keystone jack from Vertical Cables. It just arrived. I have not opened it, so we're going to do that together. And this is a Keystone punch down tool. So instead of using your traditional punch down tool to do each conductor in the cable individually, once you wire up the Keystone jack, just pop it in here and give it a crimp, and it will supposedly crimp all, punch down all 8 cables all at one time. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to use it. I'm excited to use it. In fact, Joe Trelli had asked me to do a video on it, so I'll probably do a quick video on it and show the actual crimping process. But here it is. It's pretty sturdy construction. It's a pretty large tool, but I understand, I get why, and so I'm really excited to use this. Hopefully, it will save my fingers in the future. And I want to thank Cody over at Mac Telecom Networks for turning me on to this. He had shown it on one of his either videos or live streams, and I said, that's exactly what I need, especially after what happened with my finger. So we're going to be putting this to good use in the next couple of days. Okay. Let's get into the comments. Let's see. Let's have some fun with the comments here if I could remember how to do this. Hold on a sec. So, I don't know if I'm going to repeat that one out loud there, Joe. Let's go to this one here, and let's see if I can bring that up. There we go. Oh, I wanted to see this tool. Hopefully you'll demonstrate. Well, Joe, I hope I didn't disappoint just now. I demonstrated, in fact, of showing the tool. I will make that video just for you specifically. Actually, it's a good idea for a quick video. So I will actually demonstrate it for you in the video, and I'll probably put that together today after the live stream. Let's see. Alan says it's too dark. You can't see anything but a piece of white paper towel. Not sure what you're talking about, Alan. Was it when I was showing that tool? Hey, okay, the crimper. Do you have to use the vertical cable keystones? Good question, Joe. I don't believe so. I believe it's a universal crimper, but I will let you know. We will find out soon enough. I try. And you're very kind, especially to me, and we will get to that shortly. Okay, so let's see. What's next on my list? Oh, one thing I did forget to mention before I got into the new toys, and that is I did start a Patreon page, and I haven't been publicizing it a lot. I have 3 subscribers, and actually, Joe Trelli, you are one of them. Thank you very much. Bob Carpenter and Unky Joe's Playhouse. If you guys are out there and you like my content and you want ways to support the channel, I do have a PayPal link in the description of each video, and I do now include the Patreon link in the subscription of each video, and both of those links will be down in the video description of this live stream once it's posted. So if you feel you want to just support the channel or say hey or buy me a beer or something like that, you have a couple of options to do so. Don't have to, it's not mandatory. It just helps keep the channel going. So, all right, now that I got that out of the way, back to the toys. Now here's a toy that I can't physically show you because it's connected to the overhead camera, but let me at least bring up the overhead and at least show you the box and tell you a little story about this. So, okay. So connected to overhead, I have, let me just get rid of that, move that over there like that. So for my overhead camera, I recently bought a Sony a6000. It was the first Sony product that I've used. I normally use Canons in the studios. In fact, the main camera is a Canon. And recently, Joe Trelli from Controlling Tech sent me this Sony E16 to 70 millimeter lens. I don't know if you guys can see that at all, but it's on the camera now, and it's a wonderful lens. It seems to be crystal sharp when I use it as the overhead. In fact, let me just bring that in so you can actually see. I mean, it does zoom right in. It's crystal clear. The autofocus time is pretty quick, and I really appreciate Joe sending me this. He wanted me to try out the Sony camera with something other than the kit lens, and I've been playing with it for the last couple of days, trying to get it dialed in to match the settings that I have on the Canon camera, and I still have a little bit more playing to do, and I honestly think that it's not the lens. I honestly think it's the user in this case, and it's probably just my lack of familiarity with the Sony products. So I know, Joe, we talked about that, and you might actually help me look at the settings on the Sony camera and get those dialed in. So yeah. Hey, Joe Trelli, thank you for the super chat. Let's see if this thing works too. I'm a Tony super fan, haha. And I'm a Joe Trelli super fan, haha. Okay, let's see. Let's see who else is in the, if anybody else came into the chat. We have Awesome Sam. Hello, Awesome Sam. Thanks for joining us. Welcome. Happy Hump Day, happy Wednesday, and happy St. Paddy's Day to you if you observe. Okay. I have another toy to share with you. Let me just bring up the overhead again. And this, I'm going to zoom in all the way as much as I can. And this is the Insta360 1x2 or X2 camera. It's a full 360 camera. You can see it's got the lens on the front, the lens on the back. Let me zoom in even closer and get the, let me get the overlay off the screen. Hold on one second. There we go. Okay, so I've played with it a little bit. It's got a display, a touchscreen display right here. The shutter button. The power button is here on the side. There's a speaker. All four sides have, there are 4 microphones, one on each side, so you're getting true 360 audio. On this side here, underneath this flap here, is the power port, and this is the battery which pops out, and inside the battery compartment, that's where you put the SD card, and on the bottom it's got your standard monopod tripod quarter 20. So I just picked this up. I've been playing with it around the house. I'm not sure what I'm going to do as far as YouTube usage with this camera. I haven't really given that much thought. The reason I bought this camera is, in another life, I like to dabble with of real estate photography. And that being said, I'm not a professional photographer. I'm just a major enthusiast. My wife happens to be in the real estate business, and I've kind of tweaked my skills with real estate photography by watching guys like Nathan Kuhl and Rich Baum and Spencer Davis on YouTube. I do use the flash ambient technique for photo editing in Adobe Lightroom and Photoshop. I've incorporated aerial footage over the last year by using a DJI drone. So now the next step in the venture is to try to incorporate the 360 tours, especially within the last year. The way things have been, they've become very popular as a way for people to view houses without actually physically being there. So that's another new toy. Again, it'll probably make its way into the YouTube studio at some point, into the videos. I'm just not quite sure how at this point. So let's see. Let's go back to the comments for a second. Yep. Let's see. And Joe Trelly says, hit that like button. Yes, thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. Yes, folks, hit that like button. It does help out. It's a simple thing for you guys to do, and it just goes a long way as far as YouTube and us creators. So thank you. Awesome Sam. Yep. Awesome Sam says, it looks like a remote. It really, really does. It does look like a remote. But it's not that. That's a camera. Let's see. Tony, you are the type of guy who doesn't take the sticker off the screens. The Insta has a sticker. Yes, Joe, you're right. The stickers are off the lenses, Joe, but those stickers are not. I did not take the sticker off the screen. I don't know why, Joe. Just because. So, but yes, I did not take it. Good observation, though, Joe. Awesome Sam says his name is Tony. Huh. Okay. Joe says yes, although his birth certificate does say Quik Tech. I don't think his birth certificate says that. Yeah, Awesome Sam, no, it doesn't say that. Hello, Jeff. Thank you for joining the stream. Welcome. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, happy St. Patty's Day. If you partake and observe, we've just been, if you missed it, if you're just joining, we've just talked about a couple of projects that that I'm involved in. I just finished up a retail space project. We'll be starting a residential whole home project next week, where we'll be doing whole home ubiquity Wi-Fi and security. And then we talked briefly about an upcoming church project that I'm doing pro bono for the parish. So that's the quick update on that. And then we just showed, let's see. We just showed this punch down tool. It's a Keystone punch down tool, which I'm going to be doing a quick video on. It'll be coming out shortly. We talked about the Sony 16 to 70 millimeter lens that my good friend Joe Trelli has been so kind to loan to me to test out with my Sony a6000. And we just showed the Insta360 X2 360 camera. So that should bring you quickly up to date. And if you want to know more detail about all that stuff, then I hate to say it, but try to watch the beginning of the stream on the replay. Okay, next, let me see if I can do this here. Let me get the comments off the screen for a second. This next thing I'm pretty excited about. Let me just bring it up on the screen. It's the Protectly Willie House Special 4-port router or appliance, and it comes with the Willie House Special is the one that comes with the J3160 Intel Celeron quad core. It's got 4 gigabit NIC cards, and comes loaded. That's what makes it the Willie House Special. It comes loaded with OpenSense, which I am very much looking forward to learning and getting into OpenSense. So this was a perfect way for me to do it. I ordered it yesterday. I'm not sure when it's going to be arriving, but when it does, I'm going to be diving into that. A couple of weeks ago, when I did the live stream together with Joe Trelli, a couple of people were talking about different options for firewalls. Protectly was one of them. pfSense came up. Someone also mentioned Firewaller, which I'll give you an update on that in a little bit in the stream. But anyway, I'm excited to get that here in the office and play with it and start to get my feet wet with OpenSense. And what I was thinking about doing once I reach a comfort level with it was doing a mixed vendor build or mixed vendor stack. Let me say this correctly. I want to do a basic home network build using a stack of mixed vendors. So I think in my head, I'm thinking of it as a mixed vendor stack. And what I want to do is use the Protectly as the router. And then I have this Edge 24-port light switch. It was my first Edge switch that I got about 3 years ago. And it was the first switch in my home network at that time, and it's a really super good switch. So I was thinking about using the Protectly with the Edge switch and then a Grandstream access point, and like I said, just do a basic home network setup, maybe with the VLAN for a guest network, and see if I can make that all work. But I still have to get my feet wet yet with Protectly and OpenSense. So if you think that's something of a video that would be of interest, let me know in the comments. But I think I'm going to do it anyway, so for my own learning curve. So let's see. Let's go back to the comments for a second. Let's see where I left off. Okay. So awesome Sam says that sounds weird when you say St. Patty's Day more than you say St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, it's just it's a common thing. Not looking to offend, hope I didn't offend anybody, by saying St. Patty's Day and not St. Patrick's Day. But it's just a quick reference, a quick way. I've heard it referenced many times before. So let's see. There's a message that's held for review. Not sure. Haha. Let's see. Controlling says haha like peppermint patties. Okay, awesome Sam. Then I won't show your PFP on the stream. Hey Tony, I tried an Amcrest cam yesterday and it was terrible. Was hoping it was going to be great. I understand. Awesome Sam. I totally respect where you're coming from. Bob Carpenter, greetings. Hello Bob. Thank you for joining the stream. And Joe says, Tony, is there a 10 gig NIC Protectly? Okay, Joe, to be totally honest with you, I don't know, but I will find out. I am just getting started with it. So, let's see, maybe I can bring up, let me turn off let me see if I can bring up the website and we'll take a look at some of the products. Let's see. Let's look at the 6-port. So they have a two port, a 4-port, and a 6-port. And this one has 6 Intel gigabit NIC ports. So the 4 has gigabit ports. I'm assuming the 2 also is going to be gigabit only. So maybe that's something Willie can suggest the to Protectly since he's got a relationship developed with them. So, but that was a good question, Joe. Sorry I didn't know the answer off the top of my head. Okay. Let's go back to the comments for a second. Okay. Alan says, going back to my next job. See you soon. Bye. Alan, thank you for joining. I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your workday. We will see you Saturday, Alan, for your birthday dinner. Looking forward to it. Say hi to Debbie. And Awesome Sam says, PFP is profile picture. And asks, who is Bob? And of course, Joe says, Bob is human, I think. That's great. Okay. So we showed you the crimping tool, or briefly, just got what new toys I have. We talked about the Sony lens, courtesy of Joe Trelli. We talked about the Insta360, or not talked about, but we showed it. That's the whole idea behind what I'm doing. We talked and showed about, talked about and showed you the Protectly 4-port that I ordered, and that I'm hoping to do that home networking video where I'm mixing the Protectly with the Edge switch and the GrandStream access point. And again, I just want to bring this switch up. It's not a PoE switch. Like I said, it's the first switch that I had. And for some reason, I don't use it anymore, but I can't get rid of it. For some reason, I just can't part with it. I thought about maybe doing a giveaway with it, but then I just decided I can't part with it. It helped me learn so much about VLANs. It really helped me wrap my head around it, between this switch and the way Unify switches handle VLANs. Unify makes it really easy, right? If you're not familiar with VLANs and you go into an Edge switch and you look at the VLAN page, especially prior to them doing the upgrade, they've revamped, about 2 years ago, they revamped the UI on this. Prior to that, it wasn't an easy thing to figure out if you weren't familiar with it. So this taught me a lot and helped me get between the combination of how easy it is to grasp and unify, and then you look at it like on something like this, and I call it like a real world switch. The two together, just the transfer of learning, really helped me get a good grasp on it. I just can't get rid of this for some reason. In fact, I was thinking about doing a video on this, and I'm going to. I just want to open it up and take a look at the insides and see what it's all made of and what it consists of. So that'll probably be just a quick video. I don't know if that's something you guys will be interested in, but I know I am. It's something that it's intriguing me to see what the insides of this switch looks like. So anyway. Okay, now, oops, sorry about that. I hit the mic. Let me go to the overhead. Okay. All right, so I got this delivery yesterday from GrandStream. I have not opened it. The tape is all on. All I did was take the packing label off. I know what's in here to a degree, not 100%. I know they sent me a UCM, and I know they sent me an access point. Now, which UCM and which access point they sent me, I'm not 100% sure. So I figured I would save that. Well, I could have looked at the packing slip, but I didn't, right? So I saved it for the live stream. So we're going to open this together. Okay. 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 So we're going to take this out, and then I'll show you what they are. Just want to Okay, we'll look at the access point first. They sent the GWN 715. Cool. So I have the GWN 7630. In fact, I did videos on that. I pit it up against the UAP AC light. Let me just get rid of the box. And there's a quick look at it. It's about the same. It's almost, I don't have the 7630 with me, but it looks like it's the same physical format and size of the 7630. And it does have a reset button here on the back and two ports. I'm assuming they're gigabit ports. One is a network port and one is a net and a PoE port. So it does have PoE port on the back. So I'm going to look for videos on this. I'm going to be probably just comparing it, just doing speed tests and iPerf tests on this, and maybe even comparing it to its sibling, the 7630. So that's cool. Thank you, Grandstream, for sending this out to me. I will definitely get to doing those videos. Let's see what's going on. Let's jump to the real quick before we get to the UCM. Let's jump back over to the comments. Let's see what's happening here. Okay. Let's bump. All right. So let me just bring this. Oh, I'm not going to bring that up. I forgot. He doesn't like it. I'm sorry. Bye, Awesome Sam. Thanks for tuning in. We will hope to see you in future live streams. Bob Carpenter responded by saying, I am human. And then Joe says, goodbye, Awesome Sam. Bob says, I can't quit you, Edge Switch. I can't quit you, Edge Switch. Not sure what you're saying there, Bob. And Joe says, I want to get an Edge Switch for the lab. Any recommendations as a first switch? Yeah, the 24 port light. It's a great switch. It's cost effective. Let me take a quick look. Let me see if I can bring it up on the screen and see what the cost is. Hold on one second, buddy. Okay. Oh, hold on 1 second. Okay, we're going to go over to buy. And let's go over to network, wired products. Okay. They still have, oh, here it is. Here it is, Joe. The 24 port Edge Switch Lite. It's got the two SFP ports, not SFP plus, just SFP, and it's $240. And look at that, it's in stock. And I say that in jest because Ubiquity's been advertising free shipping, right, on all orders over $100 in the US. And I've been trying to get on there. That residential job that I spoke about earlier that we're doing the pre-wire for next week, I've been trying to get on there and get the access points and the switches that I need and actually the router that I'll be using, and everything's out of stock. I'm like, come on, really? So I thought it was ironic. I was teasing the guys yesterday, Joe and Willie, in a chat saying, yeah, sure, offer free shipping over $100, but if you can't get the products, what good is it, right? But in any event, I'm sure it'll all come back in stock. But there you go, Joe. Okay, let me get back. Let me just get things in order here for a second. There we go. Let's get back to the comments. Okay. That would be cool to see the insides of the Switch. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that, Joe. I'm intrigued. I mean, even if I didn't make a video on it, I'm going to open up the Switch and just check out and see the components. And when I realized, well, if I'm going to do that, I might as well just record the process and share it. So, hey, Willie, welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. I know you're a busy guy. I'm getting to that now, my friend. I'm getting to that now. Let's see. Let's keep going. I lost my space. I lost my spot on the. I guess I got a little excited when I saw Willie's actually in the stream. Woohoo! Give me a second to find myself here. Okay. I can't. Oh, hey, Bob Carpenter. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. So you can buy a box opening using the keys is terrible when you have to remove tape left behind in a lock. Yeah, I know, Bob. Thank you for picking up on that, LOL. I usually carry a pocket knife with me. I have two, and for some reason, I just can't find them. I probably packed them, and they're sitting in storage somewhere because I was actually looking for them the other day. That's great. Again, thank you for the super chat there. Hey, Willie, thank you. I appreciate it, my friend. Let's see. Yes, you have my address. Send me one. And there you go. Willie answers the question. Willie to the rescue. I certainly can, Willie. It's really cool. It's a Chrome plugin. Actually, Aaron Parecki, that's the guy that always teams with Photo Joseph, and they feature live streams and they focus primarily on the A10 Mini product lines. Aaron actually wrote the code and the script for this Chrome extension. I will send you the information. And yeah, I mean, you can go in, you could tweak it if you want and change the colors and this, that, and all the other thing. But yeah. Behave, Joseph, behave. It seems like everyone who live streams has a Crocodile Dundee-like knife that you could cut open a tank with. All right. So let me get back to the overhead and we'll take a look at the UCM. Okay. Let me zoom out a little bit. By the way, it is the UCM owner's manual, quick start guide, I guess, and all that stuff. It's the UCM 6302, Willie. Okay. So we got the power adapter. And we have the product itself. Joe, you see the plastic label over the display area here? I'm going to leave that on. I'm just kidding. All right, let me bring this in a little closer. Okay, I'm going to say that it's extremely light and smaller than I thought, Willie. I was expecting something much larger and much heavier. It's got a really super nice form factor. You got USB 3 on the front, another USB port, an SD card slot. Like I said, the display and some buttons and things to touch on the front there. Got some venting on the rear. Got your ground screw. Got your 12-volt power port, a reset button right here. Some more venting. You got 3 RJ45 network ports, 2 FSO and 2 FSX ports. I don't have my glasses. Actually, I think it's the other way around. But anyway, there's 2 of each and they're color coded. And yeah, I'm excited. I am currently using, oops, what happened there? There we go. I am currently using a free PBX phone system right now, and it's just I downloaded in the free PBX ISO years ago and just loaded it on an old HP desktop for. We only have 2 phones, so I mean, realistically, I didn't need anything beyond that. But I am kind of super stoked to get started with this. Sure, there's going to be a couple of videos because there's a lot for me to learn, and I'm going to share that with you. Now, that being said, right, this is going to be a learning process for me, and I am totally excited about it, and I'm totally excited to share that with you guys along the way. Eventually would like to convert over to the GrandStream unit and get away from the free PBX unit. Not that it hasn't served me well, but you know, it's time. I think it's been time for a change. So if you're looking for expertise on GrandStream products, right, the guy that you want to go check out is the guy that's in this chat right now, and that's Willie Howe. In fact, I am going to be what do you call it when you watch Netflix, when you binge watch? I am going to be binge watching Willie Howe GrandStream UCM videos, I guess, in the next couple of days and weeks. So, Joe, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, and that being said, if you haven't, you guys have to know Willie Howe, right? But if you haven't, go watch Willie Howe's channel. One of my favorite YouTubers, and also Controlling Technologies, Joe Trelli, another one of my favorite YouTubers. Go check them out. And the fourth member of the Tech Quartet, Uncle Joe's Playhouse, another great YouTuber, another one of my favorites. Go check out his channel as well. You won't be disappointed with any of them. Okay, let's go back to the comments for a second. Let's turn this on. Let's see. Let's see. Willie House says, awesome, gotta run. Keep up the good work. We'll hit you up tonight. Okay, Willie, again, thanks for being here, my friend. It means a lot. You have no idea. Appreciate it. You know, I wasn't going to pass that one up, Joe. Let's see. You know, Tony, would be cool to do a clearly IP versus GrandStream joint video somehow once you do your... Yeah, absolutely, Joe. I would be up for that. 100%. Okay. Let's see. We covered most of that. I talked about wanting to do the mixed vendor stack. Let's get this off the air. And then I guess to start to bring this to a little bit of a close, I'm going to refer back to that live stream that Joe and I did 2 weeks ago. And there were a couple people who were talking about and bringing up firewall products. So what I did was that week, I did reach out to Firewall, actually on behalf of myself and Willie Howe, to see if they would send us their gold product and realistically even their blue product. And we were hoping that we would both do videos on it and then maybe do a group video together on it. I have not heard back from them. It's been about 2 weeks. I figure I'll give them to the end of this week and then I might reach out again. So that's in the fire. We'll see what happens with that, keeping our fingers crossed there. I have corresponded with Synology a little bit. I did make contact there. Again, thank you to Willie Howe for that. I'm still waiting to hear. I haven't heard back from them. They emailed me. I emailed them back, and I'm kind of waiting to hear to see if there's something that we're going to do to work together there. Again, that would be cool, but if it happens, it happens. And then TP-Link too. I did get it. Willie did introduce me to TP-Link, and I am waiting. I have not heard from them yet, so I'm hopefully I will hear from them too. So if I get a couple of these vendors on board with my channel, then hopefully I'd be bringing some more content to you, a different variety of content. So that would be cool. But if not, you know, we got plenty of stuff to talk about on the channel. So, and I think that just about wraps it up. Let's go back to the comments one more time and take a look. where we're at. Can you use, Michael says, can you use a Netgear WAP with an Edge router? I'm going to say absolutely. I don't see why not. So, anybody else? Okay. Well, this was wonderful. Let's see. How long are we on the air for? We are on the air for, does it tell us? I didn't pay attention to when I started, but it's 1:14 now, and I think we went on the air about 12:10, 12:15. So we're doing. Oh yeah, there we go. 51 minutes. It's right in front of me. Anyway, I want to thank you all for being here. Again, you know, Quick Tech Solutions does impromptu live streams. You never know when I'm going to jump out at you, so just make sure you stay subscribed and that little bell is hit so that you get alerted to when I release new content. We have a Vankyo earbuds video coming out this week, something a little different. I believe the following week we'll be doing the video. That following week will be that Sonos soundbar home theater installation retrofit to that old plasma TV over at Alan's house. And then I'm probably going to be, when I tune off here, grab a little bit of lunch and then maybe start working on taking apart that Edge switch. So, yeah, Bob, it looks to be about 50 minutes exactly. Great stream, Tony. This was fun. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And we'll see you all next time.